there, Kalyn here with another Paper Smooches card project for you. On this card, I'm going to be using the Whirligig set, the Pretty Phrases set, the Sweetheart set, and also the Scalloped Circles dies. For patterned paper, I'm going to be using the 14 collection from Crate Paper. This is their 6x6 pad, and just using this really pretty hearts pattern and cut that out to be a little bit smaller than the front of an A2 sized card, so 4 1/4 inches by 5 1/2 inches. And I'm just going to adhere this down to the card front using my go-to adhesive, the Tombow Mono Multi Glue. So you'll just see me putting a nice little dotting of glue on there to make sure it will stay nice and adhered. So now I'm going to be taking the second smallest circle in the die set, and I'm going to be cutting that out of some white cardstock. And I wanted to use that piece in conjunction with the heart circle from the Whirligig stamp set. So I just thought that would make a really nice focal point, that stamp in the middle of the scallop circle. So first I'm going to be putting some Versamark watermark ink on my stamp, and then I'm going to put some Hero Arts Shadow ink in Red Royal on top. And I'm putting the Versamark on first just because this is a medium-sized, kind of large stamp, but it has a lot of just solid space on it, not a lot of pattern or texture. So I want to make sure whenever I'm using a stamp like that that I put some watermark ink on first. It just helps the color to really stay on there and get a nice even impression, and it's not real splotchy or anything. You'll see here that I also take my fingers and kind of press over the stamp after I already put the block on top of it. It just helped ensure again that all of that space was going to be inked really nicely. So now that I have my focal point stamped, I am going to stamp my sentiment. Now that my sentiment is stamped, I'm going to be adding in a few hearts to the background just to add a little bit of whimsy to the card. And I'm again using the Sweethearts stamp set, and I will be using again the Red Royal ink from Hero Arts, the same color that I used for the main heart focal point. And you'll see sometimes things don't stamp perfectly, so I went over this one twice. Now I am taking the tiniest heart in the Sweetheart stamp set and just adding a couple of those on the card front. I just think this gives a really nice look to the card. Now you'll see I am adding an enamel heart to the front. This was from a Studio Calico card kit. It was the Sugar Rush kit from last year. And then you'll see I'm also adding on a little clothespin. I actually got these at Walmart in the stationery section, and that was a couple of years ago, but I've held on to them because I really love them for craft projects. So I'm just kind of arranging my focal point right now. And now I'm using the Xyron adhesive dots to adhere the enamel heart to the die cut scalloped circle. I really love these adhesive dots from Xyron. They're super easy to use and very, very sticky. I'm just putting some finishing touches on the card. I'm adding a few red rhinestones from Michaels. It's part of their Recollections collection. And I am just taking some craft tweezers and I'm going to add one medium-sized rhinestone and then 2 tiny rhinestones. And now I am using some foam adhesive to pop up that center die cut. So I've arranged it on the card, pressing it down, and then just rearranging that clothespin to how I like it. So that is it for this card project. Thank you so much for watching, and be sure to check out Paper Smooches for these stamps and dies.